From real-life evidence of the elusive Slender Man lurking in the woods, to what might be the strangest encounters we've ever had with actual extraterrestrials, and even the wild creeping into our most private spaces. These are some of the most unsettling moments ever captured on camera. This couple's peaceful day was shattered by a strange noise, but what they saw next is enough to give you actual nightmares.
What the hell?
This video went seriously viral on the internet, as it looks like a scene straight out of a horror movie, except it's happening for real. The footage comes from a couple who were chilling at home when they suddenly heard their bathroom door creaking.
Right, so the door's rattling again. So I'm just going to go and open it. Yeah.
Thinking it might just be a stray animal, or maybe the wind, the husband decided to check it out. But the moment he opened the hallway door, he saw something standing there in the darkness. Peeking right at him was a shadowy figure. It just stared and then vanished. When he quickly turned on the lights and rushed to investigate, there was no one, literally no one, there. He even checked the bathroom, the same one making all the noise, still empty.
What the I'm not joking. What the hell was that?
We can clearly see that dark humanoid shape peeking at him. It even moves. So it's not some weird shadow trick or a coat hanging somewhere. It's something. And look, I don't usually believe in this kind of stuff, but I've heard stories about these shadowy figures that exist in the dark. Not because they're hiding, but because they're waiting for someone to walk into their territory. We've all seen tons of UFO sightings popping up over the past few years, but this one, it might actually have ancient history behind it. When we picture aliens or UFOs, we usually imagine that classic flying saucer shape or those tall, lanky humanoids. But on January 8th, 2020, in Oaxaca, Mexico, something really strange was caught on camera that just flipped the whole idea upside down. The video was uploaded to an Instagram page that shares extraterrestrial sightings, but this one, filmed in the mountains of Oaxaca, stood out. In it, an object was spotted hovering just above the treetops, but as it floated into the air, it started shape-shifting. At one point, it even looked like it turned into a humanoid figure, just floating there mid-air. I mean, what even is that? And if that's not enough to trip you out, something eerily similar was spotted flying over Washington, D.C. on December 19, 2018. This time, the object had a weird triangular shape, basically like a floating pyramid. And it wasn't just filmed from one angle. Multiple people from different spots caught the same thing on cam. Even more interesting is that a similar pyramid-shaped object was reported over the Kremlin in Russia back in 2008. Now here's where it gets even weirder. People online were quick to compare these floating objects to something way older, like ancient civilization. Old. Take a look at this. The lid of Pacal's sarcophagus from Mayan ruins in Palenque, Mexico. It shows King Pacal in what looks almost exactly like a cockpit, with foot pedals, hand controls, and even what looks like exhaust flames below him. And then there's this from the Temple of Seti Y in Abydos, Egypt. Ancient carvings that appear to show a helicopter, a submarine, and even what looks like a modern jet. Coincidence? Maybe. To modernize? Yeah, those glyphs do look like flying machines, but according to experts, it's probably just a layering of old hieroglyphs rewritten over time. Basically, our brains are doing that thing they always do, spotting familiar shapes in random patterns, something called pareidolia. But think about it for a second. How could two completely different cultures, thousands of miles and centuries apart, carve what look like aircraft long before humans could even dream of flying? I'll leave that for you to decide. Hiking in the woods can be a thrilling adventure until you stumble upon something you really weren't meant to see. This video was uploaded to YouTube by a channel called McDancer, and it was recorded back in August 2010 by an unfortunate hiker. Why do I say unfortunate hiker? You're about to find out. The video starts off pretty normal. The guy's just casually recording the forest, probably just enjoying the peaceful vibes. But as he pans the camera around, he catches something off. Between the trees, there's a figure just standing there. At first, he thinks it might be a wild animal, so he zooms in, and that's when it gets creepy. It's not an animal. It's a tall, humanoid figure, completely still watching him. But here's the thing, it has no face, just a plain pale head staring right at him like it's waiting, or maybe wanting something. At first, the hiker doesn't realize how dangerous this could be, but then it hits him and he bolts. Without looking back, he runs toward the trail, trying to get the hell out of there. But just when he thinks it's over, the figure shows up again. This time, way closer, and something about it feels even darker. The hiker takes off again, sprinting through the woods. After a short distance, he glances back and pans the camera. And yes, the thing is still there, just standing and watching. No face, no eyes, no movement, just watching. Now, most viewers believe this was Slender Man, the fictional supernatural figure that blew up on the internet after first being created by Eric Knudsen on the Something Awful forums in 2009. He's described as an unnaturally tall, thin humanoid with a blank white face, dressed in a black suit. Total nightmare fuel. Let's just say, real or not, being alone in the woods and getting stalked by a faceless being, yeah, that's enough to give anyone chills. This next video shows the infamous Moscow sighting from way back in 2008, which shook the entire extraterrestrial believer community. Much like the one we just saw, this video captures what appears to be a massive, pyramid-shaped UFO flying high in the sky over the Kremlin in Moscow. The thing is gigantic, clearly visible, and it's moving. The driver who filmed this even followed it for a bit, giving us a clearer look. You can definitely see it drifting through the sky. What's wild is that it looks almost identical to the object captured in Washington, D.C. back in 2018. According to reports, this craft hovered for hours over Red Square in the Russian capital. Some people even compared it to an Imperial cruiser from the Star Wars films. Witnesses estimated it could be up to a mile wide. People have started calling it the Pyramid Maker or the Pyramid UFO. But let's be real. We don't have enough evidence to officially call it a UFO, or even say for sure what it is. Could it be some kind of government experiment? Maybe. But then again, what kind of experiment involves flying a pyramid around in the sky? That's what makes this so strange. And the fact that the same exact thing has been spotted in different parts of the world, it's definitely something. This Reddit user was just casually scrolling through his vacation photos after visiting Fort Pulaski when he spotted something that nearly made his heart stop. The user, Sorslouty, posted a series of 3 photos to the r/ghost subreddit. They were taken right in front of a bunker entrance at the historic fort, but it wasn't the structure itself that got people talking. It was what was standing inside. In the first photo, nothing really stands out, just a normal shot of the old garrison bunker. But in the second and third photos, as the inside appears a little brighter, you can clearly make out a thin figure standing in the shadows. It looks eerily like a soldier in uniform, and it almost seems like it's moving between shots. What's truly unsettling is that the Redditor swears no one was in there at the time, and they didn't notice anything unusual until much later when reviewing the pictures. Historically, these bunkers were used during the Civil War as strategic defense points, sheltering soldiers from enemy fire. So could this be the lingering spirit of a long-lost U.S. Navy garrison member, still stationed at his post, waiting for a war that ended over a century ago? I don't know about you, but that bunker suddenly feels a lot less empty. What do you think was captured in that photo? It's often said that we've only explored about 5% of our oceans, and this eerie video might be a chilling glimpse into what's hiding in the other 95%. This video was uploaded to TikTok by a fisherman who, during one of his routine ventures, ended up catching something that looked less like a fish and more like something straight out of an alien movie. As he pulled in his net, there it was, a strange earth-tone fish that just didn't look right. Sure, it had 2 eyes like most fish, but here's the disturbing part. They were both on the same side of its head, huddled together, with a weirdly misplaced mouth that looked more like a fold than a jaw. Honestly, it looked like what you'd get if a toddler tried to draw a fish from memory. Creeped out and unsure if it might be poisonous, the fisherman threw it back into the water. People in the comments are calling it a visitor from another world, but after doing a bit of research, I found out it closely resembles a fish known as the flounder. Flounders are a group of flatfish species with weird eye and mouth arrangements. They're demersal fish, meaning they live on the bottom of the ocean, and some species can even enter estuaries. That's probably why most of us haven't seen one up close like this before. And if you're wondering, no, they're not poisonous. Some people already have a phobia of bugs, and if you're not one of them, this next video might make you one. This video was uploaded online and completely freaked out the TikTok community with what it captured. In it, a user records a massive, creepy-looking bug right outside their house. At first, it looks like some sort of statue until it moves. And when it does, the most terrifying part hits you. It's way too big for anyone to feel okay sharing the same planet with it. Now yes, I know, it kind of looks like an earwig, but earwigs aren't this massive. This thing could fit 6 or 7 regular earwigs inside it. It has the same build, but on nightmare mode. And I can't help but imagine what it'd be like if this thing ever tried to bite. I don't know about you, but just knowing something like this is crawling around out there makes me deeply uncomfortable. Throughout history, humans have reported seeing signs from God, but this one feels pretty damn clear. This video was uploaded on Instagram and appears to show a powerful and unmistakable sign from above. In the footage, the sky is filled with dark clouds, but that's not what the cameraman is trying to capture. If you look closely, you can spot a massive cross formed between the clouds. The shape is sharp, well-defined, and eerily positioned above what looks like a church tower. If you've ever been waiting for a sign from God, I honestly don't know what could be clearer than this. Now, if I switch to my logical side, it could just be shadows from a structure below, or the work of clever editing. But if it is edited, whoever did it pulled off a seriously convincing job. In every religion, there's a concept of hell, and this video might just be proof that it's been beneath us all along. This video comes from South America, where a family digging on their property stumbled upon something truly strange. As they were digging, a small flame suddenly began to rise from the ground, like something deep beneath was burning its way out. The deeper they dug, the stronger and taller the flame grew, almost like whatever was inside was trying to escape. But just as the fire reached a dangerous height, they panicked and quickly buried it back under the soil. The video ends right there, leaving us with more questions than answers. It might look like they accidentally uncovered a gateway to hell, but there could be a more grounded explanation. It's possible they struck a gas pocket underground, or maybe a damaged pipeline was releasing flammable gas, creating this never-ending flame. Either way, these men were in serious danger and should have called the authorities immediately instead of risking their lives for a viral video. If you're living in Vancouver, Canada, and haven't heard about the mysterious skylights, this video might just terrify you. These videos were originally uploaded to Instagram and TikTok, and they show something truly bizarre happening in the skies over Vancouver. The first video, from TikTok, was captured by a group of fishermen out at sea when they suddenly noticed the sky lighting up with strange lights. At first, it appears as a glowing straight line, then it vanishes, and a bright orb appears, mysteriously emitting red and blue lights like police sirens. The same phenomenon was captured by another local, showing similar lights moving through the clouds, for reasons only God knows. In the second clip from Instagram, we see similar lights dancing across the sky, this time producing multiple colors. The lights even transform into a straight line and start moving across the sky in an unnatural way. After watching these videos, two possible explanations come to mind. First, it could be AI generated. In both videos, the lower layer of clouds looks slightly off, almost like it was inserted using artificial intelligence. The second theory is even wilder. This might be connected to the infamous Project Bluebeam, first introduced by journalist Serge Monast in the 1990s. According to the theory, a global elite plans to fake an alien invasion, or even the second coming of Christ, using advanced holograms and mind control tech. Whatever the truth is, these skylights look surreal and just a little too eerie to ignore. This homeowner was just chilling in his house when something happened that made him seriously consider moving out. The video comes from a man who was home alone, watching TV, when his piano suddenly started acting strange. He heard a mysterious voice, and when he turned the camera toward it, something terrifying happened.
Dude, what the fuck?
As he pans, the piano chair starts sliding on its own. Spooked, the homeowner ran out of the room, but as he was leaving, he suddenly heard eerie piano sounds playing and decided to check again. When he went back in, he saw the piano still playing. yet there was no one near it. But that wasn't the end. As he tried to leave the house, the garage light began flickering, while the rest of the lights stayed perfectly fine, almost like something was intentionally messing with him. Honestly, the decision to move out seems like a smart one, because there's no logical reason for a chair to move on its own and a piano to start playing by itself. Hopefully, he gives the full disclosure to whoever buys that house next, because this could end badly for someone. After watching this next video, you'll have a whole new fear of going into your bathroom. This man was just in his bathroom when he noticed something strange happening near an opening in the wall. He started recording, and that's when the weirdness took a wild turn. To his shock, a full-grown tiger pops its head out. For reasons unknown, the tiger seems to be trying to squeeze its way into the bathroom, but is held back by the narrow opening. For the guy holding the camera, this had to be a heart-pounding moment, because at that point, all he could do was hope the tiger didn't somehow squeeze through and join him during his most vulnerable moment. How did this even happen? We can only guess, but the whole thing feels like a scene straight out of Jumanji. What would you do if this happened to you? Let me know in the comments. Our elders always warned us not to go out at night. I never understood why, until I saw this video. This footage comes from a homeowner who was out for a late-night walk with his dog. Since he lived in a quiet village area, there was no one else around, which, in this case, turned out to be very unfortunate. As he walked, he noticed something terrifying in the distance, prompting him to pull out his camera and start recording. You can hear his dogs barking in the background, but it's not just normal barking. It sounds more like scared cries, and then the source of their fear reveals itself, a white, bride-like figure, slowly moving along the street in the distance. This figure doesn't react to the dogs or the cameraman. It just silently walks past, like it's heading somewhere. The fact that this happened so late at night in such a remote part of the village makes it way creepier. Some people are calling it La Llorona, while others believe it's the spirit of a bride. And honestly, after hearing those dogs howl in pure fear, I'm starting to believe it too. From now on, I'm listening to my elders and only walking in the daylight. If the video of a tiger trying to squeeze into someone's bathroom didn't already freak you out, this one is guaranteed to give you nightmares. This video comes from Instagram and might just make you think twice before stepping into your bathroom again. A family was dealing with a clogged drain, but when they went to check it out, they found something truly disturbing. Inside the drain pipe was a massive creature slithering around. From the looks of it, this thing resembled an anaconda, huge, thick, and terrifying. You can clearly see its giant, ominous head moving around like it's searching for food, or maybe preparing to strike. This video absolutely reignited my childhood fear of getting bitten through the bathroom seat hole. If you've ever had that same fear, drop a snake emoji in the comments, because after watching this, I'm not sure any of us will be able to relieve ourselves in peace again. A family had been hearing strange footsteps coming from their kitchen late at night, so they decided to install a camera. What they captured is seriously creepy. This footage comes from a home security camera installed after the homeowner kept hearing unusual stepping sounds in the kitchen. To investigate, He sprinkled flour all over the kitchen floor and went to bed. Around midnight, something started clacking. You can clearly hear clicking noises echoing through the house. They go on for about 14 seconds, and then something even more terrifying happens. A loud crashing noise rings out, followed by what looks like footprints appearing in the flour, as if someone is walking, but no one's there. Whatever it is, it seems invisible, like a ghost or some kind of spirit. The homeowners were left in disbelief after reviewing the footage, and now they're too scared to even enter the kitchen at night. Whatever this thing was, it made itself known. The real question is, what happens next? Honestly, I don't even want to find out. Nature has its own way of sending us warnings about potential threats. And this clip circulating on the internet is a prime example. Locals in Taiwan have nicknamed this creature the earthquake fish because of its appearance just before earthquakes. As you can see in the video, this fish is no ordinary catch. It's massive and resembles a giant eel, with a strange tapered body shape from head to tail. According to Taiwanese folklore, the appearance of this fish is seen as a bad omen, believed to be a precursor to earthquakes. However, in reality, this fish is known as an oarfish, typically found in ocean depths of up to 3,300 feet. Interestingly, Japanese mythology also associates sightings of oarfish in shallow waters with impending catastrophes. So if you ever come across one of these fish near your area, you might want to brace yourself for what's to come. Are you one of those who entertain the idea of Bigfoot's existence? Or do you stand on the skeptic side? Well, regardless of your stance, this video is bound to send shivers down your spine. This eerie footage was captured by a hiker camping in the Canadian forest when he heard strange noises emanating from the woods. With camera in hand, the hiker ventures forth and manages to capture footage of a tall, humanoid ape-like creature strolling through the trees. This creature is massive, with a walk that eerily resembles that of a human. Its body is adorned with thick black fur, adding to its mysterious and captivating presence. The hiker, who shared this video, insists that the creature is none other than Bigfoot, a claim supported by reports from nearby camps. If what the hiker says holds true, then we may just have a rare and remarkable sighting of this elusive creature on our hands. Just like the mysteries that dwell within our forests, the depths of our oceans hold secrets beyond our imagination. They say we've only explored a mere 5% of the ocean, leaving the rest to speculation, and this video is a testament to why. This video was recorded on a California beach by a father whose kids spotted something unusual washed up on the shore. The creature that immediately caught their attention looked like nothing they'd ever seen before. Its entire body seemed to have a gel-like texture, with no visible face or eyes. Only a small front portion of the creature was moving, while the rest remained still. It was almost as if the creature was attempting to move. But with such limited movement, it seemed quite confusing. This bizarre creature resembles something out of a science fiction movie, perhaps a slug from another world. Despite its harmless appearance, it's essential to remember that looks can be deceiving. Creatures that appear harmless often pose the most significant threat. Therefore, it's wise to exercise caution and refrain from approaching such creatures without further research. This next video, uploaded on YouTube, claims to have captured the sighting of a sea monster. And let me tell you, it looks pretty darn convincing. Filmed by farmers, this footage shows a river with something bizarre swimming beneath its surface. In the video, we can see the river water being disturbed by a large unidentified object. The sizable ripples and waves indicate that something substantial is moving through the water. We can hear the farmers expressing their distress upon witnessing this creature in their river. As the creature swims across from one side to the other, it encounters some drift bushes in its path, causing a commotion as it passes through. The scene ends abruptly, leaving viewers on edge. Now, some skeptics might speculate that it's merely a blockage or driftwood, causing the disturbance. But here's the thing. This creature was swimming and making waves against the direction of the water flow. Whatever this mysterious creature may be, one thing's for sure. It's not something the farmers want to encounter again anytime soon. This video captures a moment that could either be a product of computer-generated imagery wizardry or a rare sighting of a spirit. Have a look. Recorded by a house's security camera, the footage purportedly shows a dog spirit. In the scene, an old man rings the bell, awaiting someone to open the door. Suddenly, a light black smoke in the form of a dog emerges in the background and approaches the old man. Sensing something amiss, he glances behind him, but finds nothing as the dog spirit dissipates. It's an eerie and unsettling sight, suggesting that even dogs may have spirits capable of such appearances. Some viewers remain skeptical, suggesting the old man may have looked back for a different reason, not sensing the spirit. While this explanation is plausible, I find myself leaning toward the mysterious nature of the sighting. The mysteries of the ocean and its strange creatures never fail to both amaze and terrify us, and this video showcases one such enigma. Filmed at Green Harbor Beach, the footage reveals a bizarre creature washed up on the shore. At first glance, it resembles a flower or bird, but upon closer inspection, its true strangeness becomes apparent, with two wing-like appendages, tinted pink and a lengthy, girthy tail. This creature defies conventional classification. Its features are so alien that discerning its mouth or fins becomes a challenge. Even the onlookers at the beach were confused, wary of touching it lest it prove poisonous. Despite extensive research, the details of this creature remain elusive. If anyone has insights into its identity, please share them in the comments below. If you thought you'd seen it all, prepare to be amazed by this footage captured in Russia.
Как он моргает? Я не знаю, сколько он тут уже висит. Пока он, конечно,
Now, I know what you're thinking. This has gotta be some sci-fi movie scene, right? Nope, this footage is as real as it gets. What you're witnessing is a truly bizarre creature perched on a branch. It boasts a diminutive body, adorned with strange tentacles protruding from its back. But that's just the beginning of its oddities. Its face is a spectacle in itself, with large, jet-black eyes that seem to pop out and lips reminiscent of a frog's. And let's not forget about its substantial tail and elongated limbs, adding to its enigmatic appearance. As the footage unfolds, you'll notice the creature's remarkable agility and speed as it moves, seemingly in search of something. The sight is undeniably surreal and has left many viewers baffled. Some have even speculated that this peculiar encounter is karmic retribution following Russia's actions. This next clip from Muzaffarpur, India, captures a truly bizarre sight. A giant rat-like creature that has left netizens baffled. The footage you just witnessed was recorded in a glassworking shop in Bihar, India. In the video, we see a weird creature resembling a large rat skulking around the shop. This creature is both creepy and intriguing, with its hairless body and pitch-black eyes. It moves with agility, effortlessly climbing up shelves within the shop. Its long neck and elongated body add to its unusual appearance. Some liken it to a mutated version of the legendary chupacabras, while others draw comparisons to the Demogorgon from the Netflix series Stranger Things. However, the idea of it hailing from a parallel dimension seems far-fetched. Nonetheless, the mystery surrounding this creature continues to puzzle us. This next clip from the depths of the ocean unveils a truly bizarre creature that's making everyone think twice about their diving plans. In this footage captured by divers, we encounter a weird creature resting on the ocean floor. With its 10 arms and elongated body, this creature immediately stands out. However, what truly sets it apart is its balloon-like head, which it uses to sift through the sediment below. Slowly but surely, it moves along using a web-like structure underneath its body. The creature's transparent face allows us to see inside, revealing jaw-like structures within its balloon-like mouth. It's both fascinating and a bit unsettling to witness how its mouth expands and contracts. While I'm no expert on this creature's origin or identity, one thing is clear: it's better off staying in the depths of the ocean instead of venturing onto our beaches. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. This next clip has been causing quite a stir on the internet, with many suggesting that it captures the sight of an aquatic Batman. What you just witnessed wasn't Batman soaring through the skies in a movie scene, but rather real footage captured underwater. In the video, we see a truly strange creature swimming in the water, resembling something out of a superhero comic. At first glance, it may appear to be a jellyfish, but its method of swimming is unlike anything a jellyfish would do. This creature boasts a dark coloration and what seems like a cape-like structure on its back, reminiscent of Batman's iconic wings. It utilizes these wing-like structures to gracefully disperse water as it moves through its aquatic environment. While this creature is undoubtedly strange, my guess is that it could be a lesser-known relative of the jellyfish family. After all, the ocean is full of surprises, and who's to say that one of its inhabitants couldn't resemble Batman? Imagine yourself skydiving, feeling the rush of adrenaline, when suddenly your parachute bag slips away. That's the similar level nightmare scenario this poor fellow found himself in. In this video from Africa, we witness a honey harvester scaling a tree for another honey run. Armed with leaf baskets to create smoke and fend off bees from the hive, he ascends toward the hive. However, just as he nears the hive, disaster strikes. His smoke falls, disturbing the bees and triggering a furious attack on the defenseless harvester. Swarming bees assault the harvester, leaving him with nowhere to escape but down the tree, enduring countless stings along the way. It's hard to imagine the pain he endured with thousands of bees on the attack. This unfortunate incident could have been prevented with a simple strap securing the harvester's tools. Nevertheless, I doubt this harvester will be eager to pursue honey anytime soon after this ordeal. I don't get what's with some adrenaline junkie hikers who just love to trek through forests in the dead of night. Take this video, for example. It's recorded by a hiker out exploring a Canadian forest, and it's a real heart-stopper. As the hiker makes his way through the woods, he starts hearing these spine-chilling screams echoing in the distance. They're unlike anything he's ever heard, the kind of screams that make your hair stand on end and send shivers down your spine. But does he turn back? No, he keeps on walking towards the source of the noise, which turns out to be a big mistake. Suddenly, he comes face to face with this terrifying creature peeking out from behind a tree. It's enough to make anyone break into a run for their life. And that's exactly what the hiker does. The video cuts off there, leaving us all on the edge of our seats. Now, as for what that creature actually is, well, your guess is as good as mine. Some say it looks like a bat-human hybrid, but who knows for sure? All I know is I'll be sticking to daytime hikes from now on. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. If you're not a fan of bugs, you might want to skip this next video. And if you're brave enough to watch, well, consider yourself warned. Yep, what you just witnessed isn't some dusty gust of wind. It's actually a terrifying swarm of locusts terrorizing the Russian countryside. In this clip, the sky is darkened by a massive swarm stretching over 70,000 hectares across farmland in southern Russia. It's pretty terrifying to witness. Local authorities were left scrambling, deploying vehicles and aircraft in a frantic attempt to combat this major infestation. But try as they might, capturing these bugs proved to be no easy feat. And for drivers on the roads, it's chaos as they swerve to avoid the colossal collection of bugs. Now, these locust plagues are a worldwide disaster with a history as long as time itself. And what's truly bone-chilling is how they ravage crops, leaving nothing but destruction in their wake. Imagine, in just a matter of minutes, they wipe out your entire field of crops, leaving you with nothing. This video hails from Bangladesh and was captured by a local villager out for a stroll. Hearing something rustling in the bushes, he whipped out his camera, expecting to catch sight of some animal, but what he found was far from ordinary. In the footage, we see the villager cautiously approaching a bush, and as he pans the camera, we're met with a spine-chilling sight. A pitch-black, humanoid-looking creature nestled within. The creature's eerie appearance sends shivers down your spine, especially as it locks eyes with the camera lens, seemingly unfazed by the flashlight. Despite the brightness of the flashlight, the creature remains shrouded in darkness, adding to the overall sense of dread. The villagers are left bewildered, unsure of what they're witnessing. Could there be something more sinister at play? This unsettling encounter leaves us questioning the unknown and the potential motives of this mysterious creature. Get ready to have your alien belief shaken if you're a skeptic, or reinforced if you're a believer like me, because this next clip is something else. So, this clip is making rounds on Reddit, claiming to be from the Dulce, New Mexico base, and it supposedly shows an alien-looking baby. And let me tell you, from the moment you lay eyes on this little creature, it's hard to deny its resemblance to what we imagine aliens to look like. The eyes, the head shape. The texture of its body, it all screams alien. But its lower body appears human-like. Now, some folks who've seen this video speculate that this tiny being is actually a human-alien hybrid created through genetic experimentation at the Dulce, New Mexico base. And given the times we live in, where genetic experiments aren't exactly unheard of, it's not entirely far-fetched. But even if it is some kind of experiment gone awry, it's safe to say they might have missed the mark on this one big time. While delving into research for an alien-themed video, I stumbled upon a chilling discovery from Russia dating back to 1996, and let me tell you, it's quite unsettling. In this vintage footage, an antiquarian proudly displays a mysterious find unearthed during his search for antiques. What he reveals is truly out of this world, a small, skeletal creature resembling something straight out of a sci-fi movie. From its elongated, oddly patterned head to its alien-like eyes, every aspect of this creature screams extraterrestrial. Its slender limbs only add to the otherworldly appearance, leaving us to wonder if it could indeed be a visitor from beyond our planet. This fascinating discovery raises the possibility that aliens may have visited Earth millions of years ago. However, skepticism remains, as it's equally plausible that this could be a clever hoax or a fabricated object. Regardless, the mere thought of such a find is enough to make one's imagination run wild. Sure, we've all seen rain, but have you ever heard of raining cows? This unbelievable video was captured at a cattle farm in Canada, and let me tell you, it's as bizarre as it gets. In it, there are a couple of cows munching away on their meal peacefully, when suddenly, out of nowhere, one of them comes crashing through the roof with a deafening bang. The roof is obliterated, and the poor cow finds itself stuck on the fence. After a bit of struggle, it manages to wriggle free and make a daring escape. Now, seeing a massive creature like a cow plummeting from the sky is definitely a strange sight to behold. My guess is maybe there was an upper floor to the farm, and the cow somehow tumbled off from there. But let's not forget, as weird as it is, it could have been pretty dangerous if a person had been in the cow's path when it crashed. I never thought I'd have to worry about raining cows, but here we are. This next clip from India showcases a rather bizarre sight of a fire-resistant goat casually warming itself by the flames. Filmed at an Indian temple, this video captures a black goat confidently resting its face in the fire. What's truly remarkable is that despite the proximity to the flames, the goat doesn't seem bothered at all. Its horns and face are right in the midst of the fire, yet there's no sign of burns or distress. It's almost as if this goat has some sort of built-in fire resistance. But the strangeness doesn't end there. In another surprising moment, a lady appears in the frame and casually handles the fire with her bare hands. She effortlessly picks up the coal used to feed the flames and walks away as if it's the most natural thing in the world. Witnessing these events, one can't help but wonder if the people at this temple possess some extraordinary abilities, or if there's a rational explanation behind this baffling scene. We've all marveled at the majestic dragons that grace our screens in movies and animations. But who would thought we'd come face to face with one in real life? Well, sort of. This strange footage originates from a Chinese video sharing platform, showcasing a discovery that's difficult to comprehend. In it, villagers are seen as they stumble upon what appears to be the skeletal remains of a creature resembling the mythical dragons of legend. The skeleton is striking, featuring a small head, elongated neck, sizable torso, and an impressive tail, reminiscent of the fantastical beasts we've seen depicted in stories. However, the astonishing condition of the bones that are dry and impeccably clean raises questions regarding their authenticity. Could this remarkable find be the result of recent demise and subsequent scavenging by local wildlife? Or is it a meticulously crafted replica, designed to deceive? Regardless of its origins, the sight of such a creature, real or not, evokes a sense of wonder and curiosity. This next clip serves as a stark reminder of why it's crucial to maintain a safe distance from wild animals during a forest safari. Here we have two separate incidents captured by tourists on a forest safari. The first clip features a massive anaconda crossing the safari trail. The tourist's car, from which they are recording the clip, encounters the anaconda, and their guide decides to get a closer look by driving alongside it. However, this decision quickly backfires as the anaconda becomes agitated and attempts to attack the car. The second clip shows another safari car getting too close to an alligator. As the car parks near the alligator, the reptile perceives it as a threat and launches a ferocious attack on the bumper. The force of the alligator's assault is evident as it completely obliterates the car's bumper. Both of these clips highlight the dangers of invading the personal space of these powerful creatures. While it may be tempting to get a closer look, it's crucial to remember to respect their territory and maintain a safe distance for both your safety and theirs. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. A homeowner in Los Angeles made a frantic 911 call, reporting two mysterious humanoid creatures lurking in his backyard. However, by the time the officers arrived, the creatures had vanished into thin air. But what the security camera captured paints a chilling picture.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke.
The footage obtained by the police reveals two towering figures, each standing at a staggering 9 feet tall. These creatures appear to be a bizarre mix of a monkey and a human, with hunched postures as they scour the backyard. The sight of them is enough to send shivers down your spine. Both creatures, captured on various security cameras around the property, share striking similarities. They possess elongated human-like bodies, with lengthy arms and faces reminiscent of apes. The homeowner is convinced they resemble the infamous Bigfoot. And honestly, it's hard to argue otherwise. The real bone-chilling question here is, what were these creatures up to in the backyard? And what could have unfolded if the homeowner had confronted them solo? It's a mystery that leaves us with more questions than answers. As kids, we were all enchanted by fairy tales, but as adults, we tend to brush them off as mere fantasy. However, this video might make you reconsider. This video, caught by a home security camera in a house driveway, captured something truly strange. In the footage, we see two cars parked at night, when suddenly, a bug flits across the screen. The bug then returns, hovering for a moment before disappearing from view, ending the clip. Sounds pretty ordinary, right? Well, not quite. Upon closer inspection, slowing down the video reveals that this bug isn't your typical insect. It appears to have a humanoid shape with legs, arms, and wings resembling a miniature creature, straight out of a fairy tale. Some viewers have even gone so far as to suggest it looks like a fairy. Now, I'm inclined to think it's just a moth with an oddly shaped lower body that creates the illusion of legs. But in the right light, I have to admit it does have an overworldly charm that's reminiscent of fairy tales. Our world never fails to surprise us, and the encounter captured in this video is a perfect example.
So it actually stung the tarantula. It is alive but paralyzed. The tarantula hawk is going to lay an egg on it.
This rare footage was taken by a hiker on a Canadian trail and showcases a fascinating interaction between a tarantula and a fly-like insect. In the video, we witness the insect dragging the tarantula across the trail. It's quite a sight to behold, especially considering the size of the insect compared to the tarantula, which appears lifeless as it's being pulled along. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. The hiker explains that the large insect dragging the tarantula is actually a species known as a tarantula hawk. These creatures have the ability to paralyze their prey and then transport them to their nests to lay eggs in their bodies. It's a bit unsettling to think about, but that's nature for you. While it's undeniably fascinating, I have to admit the thought of these tarantula hawks out there gives me the shivers. We've all seen fishing mishaps, but this video takes it to a whole new level with a modern twist that's never been seen before.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh,
Yep, you saw that right, fishing with drones. Sounds pretty ridiculous, doesn't it? Well, this footage was captured by a duo of friends, one of whom was determined to prove a point by catching fish using his drone. So, he rigs up a fishing line and hook below the drone and sets off flying it over a serene lake. As luck would have it, a fish takes the bait, and the friends erupt in laughter and celebration, thinking they've won the bet. But then, disaster strikes. The fish starts thrashing around, causing the drone to lose its balance and take a dive into the water, ending the video right there. It was quite the ambitious attempt, but as they say, it turned out to be an expensive fail. Who knows, maybe in the future, there will be drones that can fish for us without taking an unexpected dip. Just a heads up before diving into this next clip. If you're squeamish, you might want to skip ahead. What you just witnessed wasn't some extraterrestrial invasion, but rather a cat's vomit filled with wriggling worms. Yeah, I know, gross. This unsettling scene was captured by a concerned cat owner who noticed their furry friend displaying signs of discomfort and nausea as the cat expelled its stomach contents. What emerged were squirming worms writhing within the slimy mess. These critters you are seeing are known as roundworms, common parasites found in both kittens and adult cats. While the presence of a few roundworms may not pose a significant threat, larger numbers can lead to potentially life-threatening issues. It's essential to promptly seek veterinary attention if you notice such symptoms in your cat. Better safe than sorry, right? We've heard stories of bears crossing paths with humans in various settings, but a construction site, that's a new one. In this video from Canada, a group of workers finds themselves face to face with not one, but two imposing brown bears. As the workers take a break for lunch, they suddenly spot the bears charging towards them from a distance. With adrenaline pumping, one worker reacts swiftly, scrambling up onto the roof of his truck for safety. The bear, determined to reach him, tries to figure out a way up, but eventually gives up and shifts its focus to other members of the team, teaming up with its buddy for a double attack. It was a seriously close call, But thanks to that worker's fast reflexes and smart move, he managed to stay out of harm's way. Now, some might wonder if those brown bears could actually climb up onto the truck's roof. Sure, bears can climb, but it's unlikely they could reach such heights without some serious assistance. In hindsight, hopping into the truck might have been the best bet, but hey, all's well that ends well, right? Ever wondered what a devil drowning might look like? Well, brace yourself for this eerie clip. This video showcases a rather strange sight. A pool of black liquid in the midst of desolate surroundings, behaving in a rather bizarre manner. Huge bubbles are forming in one spot, like something's desperately trying to break free. The pressure is so intense that the black liquid gets thrown into the air, almost like it's boiling. It's like a scene straight out of a horror flick, with the devil himself trying to escape from hell. However, this unsettling spectacle is not from another world or the depths of hell. Nope, it's just good old crude oil. And what you're witnessing is the result of freshly dug crude oil gushing out of a well. The pressure difference is causing it to spew out with such force, creating this devilish spectacle. I don't know about you, but if I stumbled upon this randomly, I'd be half expecting a monster to come crawling out and gobble me up. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This video, captured by a kayaker, thrusts us into a startling scenario I know no one would want to be in. The kayaker, isolated in the vastness of the ocean, finds themselves in a heart-pounding situation. The water's surface, once a picture of calm, now betrays the movement of something immense lurking below. The suspense is palpable, as viewers can only imagine the size and nature of the creature causing such a disturbance. With my thalassophobia, I could never go into such deep waters with my kayak. But the video left me wondering, what could cause such a wave? An eerie setting becomes the backdrop for a chilling video that's bound to leave a lasting impression on anyone who dares to watch. The drone glides silently, its camera capturing the solemn tranquility of the cemetery below. Then, something unexpected and unsettling enters the frame. Beside one of the graves, a shadowy presence becomes apparent. It's not just any shadow. This one is unique. It appears as a translucent figure, a specter that moves with an otherworldly grace. This ghostly apparition doesn't seem bound by the laws of the physical world, and its presence in such a sacred and solemn place amplifies the eerie atmosphere. The sight of this shadowy figure, captured so clearly yet so mysteriously by the drone, sends me shivers down the spine. Our forests hold mysteries and fascinations beyond our comprehension, and sometimes humans stumble upon things that boggle the mind. In this video, a hiker makes a confusing discovery, a strange-looking creature in the heart of the forest at night. At first glance, it resembled a bobcat, but upon closer inspection, the creature's weird features became apparent. Though it had bobcat-like ears, its face was unusually wide, and the gap between its eyes raised eyebrows. What truly sends shivers down my spine is the creature's intense stare at the hiker. The eyes exude an eerie, almost evil quality, leaving a chilling impression that its intentions might not be as innocent as they seem. This next clip from Pakistan has viewers buzzing about a possible sighting of a jinn. In this security camera footage, we see a street scene. But there's something unusual. A mysterious figure that appears to be floating. Its presence is unsettling as it glides close to the camera, draped in what looks like a cape. Strangely, it only seems to have one leg, while the rest of its body hovers above the ground. It's reminiscent of the white version of the Grim Reaper. But here's where things get even weirder. After floating around for a bit, this figure starts to vanish into thin air, leaving us in shock and awe. Now, appearance-wise, this entity bears a striking resemblance to a jinn, mythical creatures known in pre-Islamic Arabian culture. Like humans, jinn are said to coexist with us, and this video seems to capture a glimpse of one. Another mind-boggling video from Reddit, showcasing the mysterious and bizarre creatures lurking in our seas. In this clip, we're treated to the sight of a worm, gracefully wriggling and swimming on the water's surface. But here's where things get really weird. As soon as the person behind the camera disturbs it, the worm dissolves into the water. Talk about strange, right? Now, Redditors who've watched this video are scratching their heads in confusion. Some reckon it's just ripple waves carrying debris that disintegrates upon disturbance. Others, with a more believable speculation, that these are pyrosomes, microbial colonies drifting with the current that separate upon disturbance. These pyrosomes can even stretch up to a whopping 18 meters long. Imagine encountering an 18-meter worm-like creature, only for it to vanish into thin air as soon as it touches you. That's enough to make anyone question their sanity. A friend duo went missing in Poland, and when the police investigated, they found their camera abandoned in a trash bin in a local park. What they found inside was truly bone-chilling. The video the police found was recorded by those friends, and it depicts a nighttime view of a park. One friend is filming the other goofing around when suddenly, a mysterious figure enters the frame. The friends notice the stranger, but brush it off, thinking it's just someone drunk or playing a prank. However, the appearance of the stalker is unsettling, with a hunched back and a rag covering their face. As the stalker approaches, resembling a drunken person, the friends continue to play around, unaware of the danger they're in. When they feel that it is getting a bit creepy, they attempt to flee, but the stalker relentlessly pursues them with their hunched posture. The stalker in the video may very well be the key to unraveling the mystery behind their disappearance. I mean, I have seen a few drunk people in my life, but this one seemed way creepier in his motivation to continue going after them. What do you think was going on in this clip? 23 million years ago, our oceans were home to terrifyingly massive creatures, including giant sharks, squid, and many other monsters. Nowadays, many believe these creatures to be extinct, but is that really the case? This video, captured in Hoven, Iceland, reveals a massive creature disrupting the water's surface. Waves ripple out from its movements, indicating its immense size. While some may speculate that it could be a whale or another large marine animal, the location suggests otherwise. Whales typically inhabit larger water bodies, not areas like this. Even if there's a chance they still exist, they wouldn't inhabit such small water bodies. They'd prefer the open ocean. So, the question remains, what could this creature be? This next video from TikTok had viewers scratching their heads in confusion, trying to make sense of what they were seeing.
That's a pig!
In the footage, recorded by a group of friends during a nighttime drive, They stumble upon a weird animal in the middle of the road. What makes this creature so confusing is its appearance, resembling a bizarre mix of a dog and a pig. The friends themselves are puzzled, unable to identify the strange hybrid. This creature has the body of a dog, but the face and feet resemble those of a pig. Its long dog-like ears contrast with its pig-like belly, creating a truly mixed-up appearance. The unsettling part, its face. The combination of dog and pig features is downright eerie, sending shivers down your spine. While some may speculate,
That's a pig!
that it's a result of genetic mutation, encountering such a creature in the dead of night is undeniably chilling. Ever witnessed a caterpillar train? Watch this. The video you just watched showcases an incredible sight. A procession of caterpillars moving in a perfectly synchronized line. Each caterpillar is linked to the one in front and behind, creating a mesmerizing train-like formation. It's truly a fascinating spectacle, but what's really happening here? Prepare to be amazed. This is actually the mating train of these caterpillars. Each caterpillar is attached to a female they're seeking to mate with, forming this orderly procession. Their destination? A pupation site where they'll bury themselves in the soil and undergo metamorphosis into cocoons. These trains can be astonishingly long, sometimes consisting of over 300 caterpillars. Witnessing phenomena like this reminds us of the countless mysteries nature holds, just waiting to be discovered. This next video may seem like a scene straight out of a science fiction movie, but brace yourself because it's the real deal. Hailing from Texas, this footage captures the awe-inspiring yet chilling sight of a powerful tornado's formation. As the clip begins, the sky looms ominously dark with swirling clouds hinting at the tornado's impending birth. Suddenly, in a matter of seconds, this swirl intensifies, and a tornado starts to take shape, reaching down towards the ground. In just 4 seconds, it transforms into a fully fledged tornado before the video abruptly ends. This rapid formation showcases the swift and unpredictable nature of tornadoes, leaving little time for people to seek safety in shelters. Authorities often issue advance warnings to help locals evacuate their homes in time. Despite the terror it evokes, the sheer power of nature displayed in this video is undeniably fascinating. This next clip is one of those that's hard to believe is real, because if it is, it's over for us. Recorded on a nanny camera, this video captures something straight out of a horror movie. As it begins, a creepy doll-like figure emerges from one room, moves eerily into another, and then the footage abruptly ends. Everything about this figure is unsettling and terrifying. Its distorted body, with its thin, bent legs and dented torso, gives off an aura of pure dread. The way it moves is chilling, sending shivers down your spine. According to the captions accompanying the video, this figure was once just a harmless doll kept in the room. But who in their right mind would own such a terrifying and unsettling doll like this? It's almost as if some mischievous spirit or ghost is behind this unnerving display. Imagine stepping outside at night to investigate strange noises, only to be confronted by a demon. This video, straight out of the United Arab Emirates, captures what some viewers claim to be a demon creature. And let me tell you, it's nothing short of unsettling. Perched atop a wall is this massive black-furred creature that initially appears gorilla-like. But as the footage unfolds, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary ape. It's got a face straight out of nightmares, demonic and sinister, with long claws and devilish horns. The way it bares its teeth and locks eyes with the camera sends shivers down your spine. Now, some skeptics might say, hoax, and suggest it's just someone in a demon costume. But the sheer terror in the cameraman's voice and the genuine fear in the air, it's enough to make you wonder if there's more to this than meets the eye. Whether real or not, it's certainly enough to make you think twice about venturing out into the night. A couple returns from vacation, immediately sells their house, and buys another one, all because of what they saw in this video. In this intriguing video, we witness a dining room with a staircase adjacent to the dining table. Gradually, a mysterious figure seems to appear on top of the staircase and start to descend. The figure appears smoky and translucent, with its humanoid form taking deliberate steps downward. What's striking is that no one was home at the time. The couple had been away on vacation, so if it wasn't a human figure, then who or what was it? Judging by the transparency and smoky appearance, it seems like some sort of ghost or spirit, you know. The kind that tends to stir up trouble when they think nobody's around. Luckily, thanks to modern camera tech, we can capture moments like this and get a glimpse into the paranormal. Ever come across the infinite water glitch in the Matrix? Well, get ready for a mind-bending sight. This video hails from Australia and showcases a tree seemingly sprouting a continuous stream of water, like it's tapped into an infinite supply. Some viewers are calling it a miracle, while others are throwing around the word paranormal. However, before we dive into conspiracy theories, there's actually a pretty logical explanation for this phenomenon. You see, sometimes hollow trees can act like natural water storage tanks, especially after a good rain. When they fill up, they can release water in a steady stream like this. And if you take a peek in the background, you'll notice the puddles of water on the ground, likely from recent rainfall that filled up the tree. Sure, it might not be as mysterious as it first seems, but the idea of these water-storing trees is still pretty fascinating, don't you think? You have seen stray dogs and cats roaming around the streets at night, but have you ever heard of encountering a stray lion on the streets? Well, it seems like it's not unheard of, especially in India. This video, filmed in Gujarat, India, captures a hair-raising moment as a biker comes face to face with a lion in the dead of night. Riding along a deserted road, the biker spots what he initially thinks is a dog approaching from the distance. But as he halts his bike, he realizes it's something far more intimidating. A lion. Instead of panicking and fleeing, the biker wisely chooses to stay on his bike as the lion casually approaches. Luckily, the lion doesn't seem hungry or aggressive. It simply leaps onto a nearby wall and saunters off into the darkness. Seizing the opportunity, the biker revs his engine and speeds away, bringing the tense encounter to an end. Encountering such a majestic yet formidable creature at such close quarters must have been quite an experience. In such situations, keeping calm and avoiding sudden movements is key to ensuring your safety. It might sound like a tale from ancient mythology, but a family in South India stumbled upon a remarkable sight in their backyard. A two-headed beast.
আমরা বিশ্বাসই করতাম না দর্শক সাপুরে বা বেদে সম্প্রদায়ের মুখে.
While reptiles with two heads adjacent to each other have been documented in the wild, this creature boasts a head on each end of its body, seemingly taking turns to lead. Each head is equipped with its own pair of small hands, enabling the reptile to move swiftly and efficiently. Despite its unique anatomy, this two-headed marvel is neither venomous nor aggressive. According to the family who recorded the encounter, the creature primarily feeds on earthworms and measures between 4 to 5 inches in length. Remarkably, the two heads coordinate seamlessly, taking turns to control the body's movements. When one head takes the lead, the other follows suit, working in harmony to navigate its environment. Encountering such a rare and fascinating creature is truly a sight to behold, reminding us of the spectacular mutations a creature can have in our animal kingdom. There are two types of people in this world, those who believe in parallel universes and those who don't. I used to fall into the latter category, but after seeing this video, I'm starting to think differently. Yep, what you just witnessed is the real, straight out of Saudi Arabia. This jaw-dropping footage was captured in the Saudi desert and showcases a truly bizarre sight. A waterfall made entirely of sand, cascading sand pouring down a cliff face, resembling a waterfall made of water. It's downright mesmerizing. Naturally, after this video surfaced, netizens were left scratching their heads. Some cried fake, while others speculated about apocalyptic prophecies. However, the truth behind this phenomenon is actually quite simple. During the onset of a storm, strong winds can carry vast amounts of sand. When this sand encounters a steep, hard slope, it cascades down, creating this breathtaking spectacle that looks straight out of a parallel universe. So next time you find yourself pondering the mysteries of the universe, just remember, sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Scientists and researchers continuously remind us that we've barely scratched the surface of our vast oceans, leaving much of the deep waters shrouded in mystery. However, this video offers a glimpse into the world that awaits us in the depths. Originating from Indonesia, the footage unveils a truly bizarre creature captured by local fishermen. Right from the start, this entity appears otherworldly. It boasts a humanoid torso fused with the lower body and head of a fish. The fish-like mouth, filled with sharp teeth, sends shivers down the spine. It's almost like a mermaid, but at a whole new level. Adding to the intrigue, the creature's humanoid hands seem to be bound behind its back by the fisherman who caught it. While some may argue it's a dummy prop crafted for movie sets or promotional purposes, there's one chilling detail that suggests otherwise: its breathing. Observing its throat moving as it breathes, it becomes evident that this creature is alive. Sure, there's a possibility of mechanical aid creating this illusion, but regardless, the creature's lifelike appearance is undeniably convincing and unsettling. Have you ever heard of the mysterious beast known as the Yowie? Similar to Bigfoot, the Yowie is said to be a large ape-like creature spotted by numerous hikers and campers in Australia, and this video provides a glimpse of one such encounter. This video was filmed by a camper near Mate's Rest in the Australian outback, and it captures a tense moment in the woods. As the camper investigates some strange sounds near a tree, suddenly the tree comes crashing down. Startled, the camper rushes towards the fallen tree, hoping to uncover the source of the disturbance. To their astonishment, A large humanoid creature covered in hair emerges from behind the trees and quickly disappears into the wilderness. Though the camera only captures a fleeting glimpse of the creature, it bears a striking resemblance to eyewitness descriptions of the yowie, a legendary creature said to inhabit the Australian outback. While many are familiar with Bigfoot, encountering another mysterious creature like the yowie adds a whole new level of fear and mystery to our wilderness. This next clip is one of those moments where our mind questions whether it's just a coincidence, but our eyes beg to differ. Uploaded on Instagram by a user claiming to have captured a real ghostly figure, the video presents a view of the woods from a distance. Everything appears serene until you spot a mysterious black figure standing amidst the trees. Initially, it could be mistaken for a shadow cast by branches or foliage. However, in the video, when an animal, likely a dog, approaches, the figure appears to move. It bears a humanoid appearance with slender legs and a hunched-over body, resembling the silhouette of a petite person. As the dogs pass by, the figure mysteriously vanishes into thin air, leaving us confused and unsettled. To me, this creature appears ghostly or spectral in nature. What are your thoughts on this intriguing sighting? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. This video serves as a stark reminder why you should always keep your gates locked, even in areas with a supposed 0% crime rate. Captured by a house security camera in India late at night, the footage reveals an unsettling sight. The camera focuses on the entrance gate, which mysteriously stands open. Within moments, a strange humanoid figure strolls in, walking straight into the house before the video abruptly ends. The figure's eerie demeanor and appearance leave viewers unsettled. It possesses a humanoid body, yet devoid of any facial features, and its entire form is ghostly white. The family whose home security camera captured this disturbing event searched every nook and cranny of their house, but found no trace of the intruder. It's a weird and terrifying thought that such a non-human entity could simply stroll into your home uninvited. If I were in their shoes, I'd seriously consider selling the house and moving elsewhere. There's no way I could feel safe knowing something like that had crossed my threshold. Nature has a way of surprising us with its beauty, but sometimes it throws us a curveball that literally makes us wonder if the end of days is near.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué está bien esa nube?
This captivating video from Australia showcases an unusual cloud formation resembling patterns of cotton strewn across the sky. The surreal sight may appear enchanting to some, yet for others, it instills a sense of unease at the unknown. However, fear not. These clouds aren't a sign of impending doomsday. They're actually a rare phenomenon known as mammatus clouds. These clouds are pouch-like structures hanging gracefully in the sky. Despite their ominous appearance, contrary to popular belief, they don't signal the onset of a tornado. Instead, they often appear after the fiercest part of a thunderstorm has passed. Whatever their significance, there's no denying that these clouds look like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Nature never fails to keep us on our toes, offering up wonders that both inspire awe and ignite our imagination. Ever witnessed a showdown in the animal kingdom that ends in a rare double knockout?
Silêncio, silêncio, vem ver. Cara, impressionante, nunca vi isso na minha vida.
Yes, you saw that. they both went down. This video captures a dramatic clash between two formidable adversaries, the mighty crocodile and a slippery mudwater electric eel. The battle kicks off when the croc seizes the eel as it attempts to slither onto land. Despite the eel's attempts to wiggle free, the crocodile's grip remains firm. However, after a few tense moments of struggle, something unexpected happens. The crocodile and the eel both suddenly collapse. Both the eel and the crocodile lie motionless, seemingly rendered unconscious by the intensity of the fight. To me, it appears that the eel succumbed to the crocodile's powerful bite, while the crocodile fell victim to the electric shock delivered by the eel. However, the confusing aspect of this encounter is how a mighty crocodile could be incapacitated by the electric shock of a seemingly small eel. Intrigued by this unexpected outcome, I delved into some research and discovered that a healthy electric eel can produce an astonishing 300-400 volts or more than enough to stop a crocodile's heart in its tracks. So it seems the crocodile picked the wrong opponent that day, resulting in an extraordinary double knockout that defies expectations. I've always had a fear of dark corners and places, and whenever someone questions why, I show them this spine-chilling clip I stumbled upon on Instagram. Filmed in Bangalore, India, the video captures footage from a security camera. As it unfolds, a mysterious figure emerges from the darkness, seemingly trying to conceal itself from the camera's gaze. The figure, resembling a humanoid woman in a white dress, appears translucent, like a ghost or spirit. After lingering in the shadows for a while, the figure suddenly transforms into a flash of smoke and zooms skyward before the video cuts off. Witnessing a spirit materialize and ascend into the sky is undoubtedly a terrifying sight. However, some viewers who have already seen the video are skeptical, labeling it as fake. While I understand their doubts, there are aspects that make me question its authenticity. The transition as the figure ascends feels slightly off, but on the other hand, the seamless blending of the ghost with the background suggests it could be genuine. Regardless of its authenticity, this video gives me another reason for illumination in every corner of my home. After all, who knows what else lurks in the shadows? Imagine you wake up one morning, go for your usual jog, and see this in your neighborhood.
What the heck is this?
Uploaded on TikTok by user Linzavian, this video is like a scene straight out of a nightmare. It shows a human-sized bat hanging upside down in a window frame, swinging slightly. This creature looks absolutely terrifying, almost like a twisted hybrid of a human and a bat from the depths of hell. While there could be a logical explanation, such as it being a Halloween decoration or someone playing a prank, it still sends shivers down the spine. The mere thought of these giant bats potentially lurking around, possibly sucking blood, is enough to terrify even the most brave ones. Let's just hope it's nothing more than a spooky prank and not a glimpse into a terrifying reality. Life on land is pretty simple and straightforward, but underwater, that's a whole different story. In this video captured by a hiker, we're treated to a strange sight beneath the water's surface. As the camera dips below, we spot the body of a deer on the seabed, but there's something eerie about it. We quickly come to realize that the deer is in the mouth of a crocodile, silently sitting there with its slain prey. What makes this scene more creepy is how close this person is to the predator. Just a small step into that shallow water, and they might be the one in the croc's mouth. So, folks, be careful when you go out in the wild. When I first stumbled upon this video, I couldn't help but feel a rush of excitement, thinking that my childhood fantasy of encountering a real-life mermaid might finally be coming true. But as I pondered it further, a wave of genuine fear washed over me. The clip, hailing from Indonesia, showcases a group of rescuers gathered on the shore, surrounding a creature that resembles a fish. But there is something really strange about it. This creature has a really weird upper body, wrapped in cloth. Despite being swathed in fabric, the creature's tail moves, indicating signs of life. Judging by the reactions of the onlookers and the demeanor of the rescue team, it's evident that this is no ordinary fish. In fact, it seems to possess a humanoid upper body. Could it be possible that what they've stumbled upon is a real-life mermaid captured by Indonesian rescue guards? The creature's length is remarkable, easily spanning between 8 to 10 feet. However, the manner in which it's wrapped by the rescuers is undeniably eerie and leaves much to the imagination. Perhaps if they had provided us with a glimpse of the creature itself, we might have a better chance of comprehending the situation. After watching this video, I must say, I'll never doubt what's possible and what's not again. This footage from Nigeria showcases something truly out of the ordinary. A strange goat born in a village. While the goat's body appears normal, it's the face that's really turned heads. It has 2 human-like eyes and a mouth complete with lips, but strangely, no visible nose. The combination of those eyes and lips gives it an uncanny resemblance to a human face, making it quite creepy to look at. Experts attribute this anomaly to genetic mutation, but some viewers speculate it could be the result of a crossbreeding experiment between a goat and a human. However, without more information, it's hard to say for sure. Either way, it's one of those jaw-dropping moments that makes you reconsider what you thought you knew. Calling all Bigfoot enthusiasts, this next clip hails straight from Osawatomie, Kansas. This video was captured by a local during his morning jog. The video offers a glimpse of distant fields, with a strange sight among them, where we can see a hairy humanoid figure casually strolling. This figure is covered in thick black fur, and its gait resembles that of a human. While some viewers are quick to dub it the legendary Bigfoot, I remain somewhat skeptical. To me, this being appears more like a human wearing a Bigfoot costume. The creature's height seems notably smaller than typical Bigfoot sightings, and the bagginess of the costume is evident in the video, giving it away. However, I must admit, if there's even a tiny chance that this could be genuine, maybe it's an old and worn-out Bigfoot, then it's certainly a fascinating discovery worth considering. A recent video captured on a beach in Victoria, Australia, showcases a creature that appears straight out of a science fiction film.
Those creepy little legs.
From its head to its tail, this creature is utterly bizarre. Its entire body length is covered in tiny little legs, which help it move along the sand. Its body has a strange, gooey appearance with an unusual texture. At first glance, it might resemble a snake, but upon closer inspection, it's clear that this creature is like nothing we've seen before. Its tail, with its strange orange hue, adds to the creature's otherworldly vibe. Even its tiny legs have a bluish tint to them. As it crawls, its movements create small waves in the sand, adding to the surreal scene. To me, this creature appears to be a distant cousin of eels or snakes, perhaps hailing from the mysterious depths of the ocean. But what do you think? It's certainly a fascinating sight to behold. This next video gives us a glimpse into every fisherman's fantasy. Recorded on a beach in Kerala, India, the video captures a truly remarkable sight. Thousands upon thousands of fish swarming out of the water onto the beach. Fishermen can be seen eagerly collecting these fish as they flood onto the shore, looking like a scene from a dream come true for them. They use bags to gather the abundant catch. But what exactly is happening here? It's not a miracle, but rather a natural phenomenon known as the sardine run. This incredible event involves the migration of millions of sardines from their usual cool, temperate habitat to the warmer subtropical waters of the Indian Ocean, along the east coast of South Africa. So, what you witness in the video is likely the result of these fish mistaking the beach for warmer waters and swarming towards it in a frenzy. It's a spectacular sight to witness and a reminder of the wildness of nature. In this intriguing video, somewhere out in Russia, a man is out in the woods during the day with his kid, enjoying the natural surroundings. While filming their adventure, he unexpectedly captures something remarkable on camera. Behind the trees, a large, hairy creature can be seen running. It's huge and notably runs on 2 feet, bearing a striking resemblance to what many people would identify as Bigfoot or a really giant rake. The creature's size and bipedal movement are particularly noteworthy. They are human-like sprints, but also have something animalistic about them, something that will surely scare you to the core if you encountered it. From my perspective, while the footage is fascinating and the possibility of a Bigfoot or rake sighting is thrilling, it's also likely that there could be a more practical explanation. Could this video be fake? This video takes us inside a hen house, where an unexpected visitor, a fox, has made its way in. The camera captures the fox cautiously observing the hens, embodying the classic predator-prey scenario. Initially, the fox leaves without causing any disturbance. However, moments later, it returns with a more determined approach, leaping from the top of the hen house in an attempt to catch a hen. Despite its efforts, the fox fails in its first few attempts. In a subsequent try, the fox successfully grabs a hen and bites it. But the hen manages to escape, evading the fox's grip, ultimately leaves the hen house without any prey. I know the struggles of farm life, and I am sure the owners were pleased of the outcome, considering that a determined fox could have killed all the animals there. But they must also be concerned for the future. Imagine stepping outside your home, admiring the beauty of the sky, and deciding to capture it on video. But as you're recording, something catches your eye. A mysterious flying object soaring above your house. Seems terrifying, right? That's exactly what happened in this clip.
What is that?
Hailing from the UK, this video showcases a massive meteoroid-like object gliding through the sky. It's accompanied by a bright trailing light and moves at a relatively slow pace, ruling out the possibility of it being a typical meteoroid. The woman behind the camera was also understandably confused and a bit scared by the sight. This object, shaped like a teardrop, appears remarkably large, even from a considerable distance. I would be scared as well if I saw that on the sky, reminding me that maybe this was the last thing the dinosaurs also observed before their demise. Taking it back to 2020, this video showcases a truly strange phenomenon unfolding in the skies, leaving many to wonder if it had godly origins. Hailing from Florida, the footage was captured by a driver who noticed a strange, luminous object emerging from behind the clouds. It moved across the sky as if someone were wielding a giant flashlight, casting an ethereal glow. The sight persisted for over a minute before the video abruptly ended. It's a scene reminiscent of something out of a fantasy game, as if the heavens were sending us a rare quest or message. While some may interpret it as a sign from a higher power, a more grounded explanation could be at play. It's possible that sunlight filtering through unusual cloud formations is causing this luminous display, though we lack concrete proof. If you've encountered this strange phenomenon, or have insights to share, feel free to drop a comment below and join the discussion. A bizarre creature spotted in an Indonesian village has sent shivers down the spines of internet users, especially those with a fear of bugs. What you just witnessed isn't something from outer space, but rather a creature spotted in an Indonesian village. This bizarre insect has a moth-like upper body, but what really catches the eye are the 4 tufted tendrils sprouting from its abdomen. These tendrils, covered in hair, are surprisingly long. Many folks on social media were left utterly terrified after catching a glimpse of this otherworldly insect. One person even said he'd burn the house down if he saw this. But fear not, this moth isn't an extraterrestrial visitor. It's actually a known insect called Creatonotos gangus moth. Those unusual tentacles, they're scent organs used by the moth to produce pheromones, all in an effort to attract mates. Still, even with this explanation, some viewers are adamant. They don't want this creature coexisting with humans on planet Earth. If the moth gave you chills, brace yourself for this video. Recorded on a beach, this video showcases a truly strange octopus-starfish hybrid creature. What sets it apart is the thousands of tiny legs covering its underside. It's as if this creature uses these legs to navigate the sandy terrain. When the family who spotted it tried pouring water on it, the creature remained unresponsive, continuing to wiggle its tiny legs underneath. It appears to be injured or distressed, as it only moves its legs while the rest of its body remains still. Unlike regular starfish with 5 arms, this one boasts 10 tentacles, each equipped with its own set of tiny legs. As for its identity and behavior, it's still a mystery. It looks like those big octopus sea monsters from movies. If you have any insights, feel free to share them in the comments below. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Albinism is more common in humans than animals, but have you ever come across an albino turtle? In this video, what you're seeing isn't a toy. It's a real-life yellow turtle discovered in India. Farmer Basu Dev stumbled upon this little guy while working in the fields and decided to bring it home. He captured this footage for us to witness just how vibrant yellow this turtle is. Not only is its body yellow, but its shell is entirely yellow too, which is quite fascinating. When Basu Dev zooms in for a close-up, you can even see through the shell, revealing the turtle's bones. The yellow hue makes the shell appear transparent. Animal researchers and scientists attribute this coloration to albinism, which causes the turtle to lose its shell color, turning it entirely yellow. Despite its majestic appearance, this turtle will face challenges due to albinism, such as sensitivity to sunlight and light. So if you've seen this unique yellow turtle, don't go searching for a pink one for your girlfriend. Those don't exist. This underwater video reveals a fascinating deep-sea creature that looks like something out of an alien movie. The animal has a unique round body from which multiple extremely long and slender appendages extend. As the video continues, there's a captivating moment where the creature's long appendages fold in a manner that suggests flexibility and coordination. Following this, the creature makes contact with the sea floor and begins to crawl, utilizing its tentacle-like feet in a manner that's both intriguing and eerie. The way it moves is mesmerizing, showcasing the adaptability and peculiar locomotion of deep-sea life forms. These deep-sea life creatures are terrifying. They feed the thalassophobia of many people. Reddit is a treasure trove for discovering some of the most chilling and strange videos, and this particular one is no exception. The footage follows two friends exploring an unknown location in the dead of night, armed with their flashlights. Their journey leads them to a sewer entrance where they unexpectedly encounter a strange creature attempting to scale the metal fence.
Okay.
Witnessing this enigmatic being, both friends immediately bolt away, their screams echoing in the darkness.
We're going. You gotta go! Nothing's booking it! Go! Dude, my light's not working.
As they put some distance between themselves and the creature, they glance back and continue recording, revealing that the creature seemed to chase them for a short distance. The encounter is undeniably terrifying, leaving us to ponder the motives behind the friends' nocturnal adventure. You've probably heard of Bigfoot, but did you know there's a cousin of Bigfoot known as the skunk ape? The skunk ape is a large, hairy, human-like creature said to live in the forests and swamps of the southeastern United States, particularly in Florida. In this video, which was captured by a tourist exploring the Florida swamps, something is seen moving among the distant trees. Initially, this creature appears ape-like, but upon closer inspection, it seems larger than a typical ape and walks with a human-like posture. It's covered in thick black fur. To me, this sighting resembles the skunk ape, or perhaps even the mighty Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this encounter? This video was uploaded on TikTok by a user who claimed to have accidentally captured something on the car's rear backup camera. In the video, the uploader explains the situation and shares what he's about to show us. Then, he shows a video where the car is in the middle of dense woods. From their voices, we can tell that there are 3 friends in the car, including the uploader, who is driving. One of their friends is extremely anxious and scared, believing they are stuck in the dark woods. The other friends try to calm him down while they back up the car. Suddenly, a growl and something hitting the car can be heard as they were reversing.
I will, we'll be alright.
This is ridiculous. It's fucking pitch black at night, for fuck's sake.
We'll be alright.
Don't need to be out here.
We're not gonna get stuck.
Let's get the hell out of here. You can't even see way out, man.
You guys being pussies about it.
What the fuck's that?
This startles the already anxious friend, and the video ends. The video is quite strange, because we didn't see this creature in the rear camera, but we heard a growl and the car being hit. The growl sounded like it came from a dogman creature, but we can't say for sure without further evidence. One of our childhood dreams was to see a real-life mermaid, but our parents told us they didn't exist in real life. However, this video challenges that belief. In this video, we see an ocean view with a fishtail, fin wobbling around. What's strange about this tail fin is its narrowness compared to a regular fish, and it resembles a mermaid's tail. But I'm still skeptical about this being a genuine mermaid, dolphin, or any other fish. You can see the shape of 2 human legs, which likely means it's a costume. However, the strange thing is, if it were a costume, how can this person hold their breath underwater for such a long time, while also flapping the tail like that? For more strange and interesting footage, check this out.